Hey guys, this is Deepika here and welcome back to my channel. Today, I believe you already would have known, we would be traveling to Ladakh, and this is my first ever solo trip ever in my life. This is the first time I'm actually traveling all by myself and I'm super excited. Hopefully this trip actually turns out to be really good. Though the start is not that good, I've got an allergy. I have a bit of a dust allergy, so sorry if I actually sound, squeaky and actually dull because I haven't slept actually entire day and night. One, excitement, second, the dust allergy, and third is my work. So hopefully, you guys do not take my messy phase or look at this point of time too seriously, but nevertheless I am super excited for this particular trip going further. And we have reached the airport. I have found a really a silent place for me to actually record this because the airport is bustling. I actually didn't expect so many people. It almost took about 1.5 hours for me to finish my security check. So yes, let's get started with this particular journey and head to Ladakh. Hopefully this is an adventurous experience for me, and since it's the first time I'm actually traveling all by myself, hopefully this is gonna be one memorable experience for me. And also this is not a solo, sort of a completely solo trip. This is actually in a group package, but my travel is solo, as in I'm not accompanied by anyone I know. So I would be traveling with a group of adventure seekers, but quite unknown to me. But nevertheless, hopefully this particular trip is gonna be amazing. So let's get started. So we have finally reached Delhi Airport. This is Terminal 3 and our next connecting flight is in Terminal 2. And this particular airport is quite huge. So it has 3 terminals and each terminal is quite far off. And the good thing is that you have a connecting bus that is free of cost. If you walk out of this particular airport, you would be able to get a connecting bus that is right outside the airport. But the only thing is that in case you have a connecting flight, always plan it at least about 3 to 4 hours after, as this particular airport is huge. The Terminal 3 in itself is so huge that it would take some time for you to walk out. I noticed that the Delhi airport has a few paintings and pictures that denotes the art and culture in India, of which this particular wall is my favorite, which has these mudras of Bharatanatyam placed here, and it looks absolutely classy. So finally we actually have got into a bus from Terminal 3. Okay, there's a lot of speaking in the background. So I got down from Terminal 3 and I'm heading to Terminal 2 now to take a flight to Leh. So let's see, I'm not too sure how far this is from Terminal 3, though I have traveled before is what I guess. But still, let me see how far this is. Hopefully I should be reaching on time. So let's wait and watch. Terminal 2 here, and I guess you'll have to be going up for the departure. So let's wait for the lift to come. I reached the boarding place and had checked about the flight arrival, and since I still had some time, I had reached this particular food court that is in Terminal 2. A little disappointed because there was not much of a variety to choose from, so I settled in for a Subway sandwich. So finally, after all the running about, I actually have reached Terminal 2 and the gate that I'll have to be boarding my flight. And since I was like super hungry, tired, I've grabbed a bite for, from Subway. And the price of a wrap here is 289. 289 and a bottle of water costing me about 70 bucks. Now the new gate number for the boarding is 20. Yeah. I'm gonna go enjoy my food, and there's constant announcements here, so sorry if you can't hear me. So meet you in Leh, guys. So as I was flying, all excited to reach my destination, the pilot had made an announcement informing that this particular flight was flying at about 35,000 feet and asked us to look through the window where the Ladakh ranges were visible. It was an absolutely amazing view. The Ladakh ranges that I was informed was about 32,000 feet high, and we were flying at a height of 35,000, so the difference of about 3,000 feet, and there was the Ladakh ranges right there visible, and it was an absolutely mesmerizing view to watch. Traveling to Ladakh through road is an experience. Trust me, the flight experience is absolutely amazing. Maybe at par, I wouldn't judge the other, but it's an amazing experience to be taking this particular flight, and the landing is quite thrilling. To be landing in between all these mountains against the gushing wind is an absolute experience in itself, and the Ladakh ranges is an absolutely different experience, and the villages in between this particular Ladakh range, the river that flows through these mountain ranges is truly an absolute amazing experience to watch from high above. Have a bird's eye view for this particular experience. It's worth every money. So I haven't captured the entire landing because the Leh airport is a military base and it is restricted to be videographing or have any kind of a photography taken in this particular place. So I haven't, due to this particular restriction, I haven't recorded or, would be displaying anything related to the airport here in this particular video. So we would be entering Leh and I would update you with the details. So we finally reached Leh and had booked a particular cab to reach the hotel. So this particular cab was booked right in the airport vicinity itself. Costed me about 650 rupees to reach the particular hotel. Though it was quite close, I felt that the prices was a little too expensive, but still, since that was the price that is being quoted as a fixed rate, I had to pay that. And as soon as I landed, I was quite excited to be traveling through the road of Leh. I was absolutely amazed to be reaching this particular place, and it didn't seem like a very mountain sort of a place. So while I was traveling this particular city, and I found that most of these shops here in this particular place was closed. So I asked my cab driver as to what exactly it is and why these shops were closed, and I was told that it was on the 27th of August that I was traveling, and I was told that this particular day was dedicated to the soldiers who are working in our army for a significant day. I'm not quite sure the particular reason, but this is the reason. All the shops, restaurants, everything would be closed on this particular day. So I continued my journey towards my hotel and was quite excited for the rest of the trip. This, I was told, is the Leh Fort, but this is not the entrance. It has a different entrance on a different direction. So this is the backside of the Leh Fort, which is a little too close to the place that I stayed. So this is the Harper Hotel here in Leh that I had stayed. As far as recommendation is concerned, I wouldn't quite recommend this because the bathroom amenities here are quite bad, as water is stopped after 8 o'clock, which was not informed, and also the jet spray is broken, and things like that in the room. So apart from that, the room size and the food was quite decent, so it would be around 2 to 2.5 is the maximum rating. So guys, we actually are staying at the first floor, and this is the lobby, and completely surrounded with rocks and mountains, houses, a very local lifestyle vibe. My voice might sound a little different today because I have a really sore throat, so kindly excuse. And also this is the room, and this is a single occupancy bedroom. I actually had to pay extra for it. It's usually on triple sharing basis, but I had personally requested for a single sharing room. And this is my luggage. I was actually checking for something. So yeah, there is a cupboard, and I did see there is an extra blanket there. There's a telephone, a television, and a mirror. And the room is quite spacious. Not the most fanciest, but quite a decent room. And this is the restroom. And this room actually comes along with a balcony. So the only thing here is you'll have to jump over a fence kind of a thing here. So you'll have to jump over this to head to the balcony. So if you head here, this is the balcony. And that's the ambience and the view from the room. I actually expected Ladakh to be quite cold, but the weather here seems to be quite warm. It's actually warmer than Bangalore at this point of time. It has a garden seating area and a few flowers here. So yeah, that's pretty much. The room, and again you'll have to hop inside, and this is how the room looks from the balcony. Since day one was for acclimatization, there was nothing planned, so I had come down to have my food here in this particular restaurant near my hotel, but I was informed that this particular place was closed due to the tribute day that I had earlier informed. But I had requested them about my condition and informed them that I wasn't keeping well, so they were sweet enough to provide me some noodles that they informed that they had. So they provided me with this particular noodle right to my spice level. The taste was amazing, so I surely would thank them for this particular meal. So after this I had my dinner. This particular dinner I had some rice, dal, some roti and chicken curry, and called it a day. So that is all for this particular video. Hope you guys liked it. If you do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also leave your comment down below and subscribe to my channel. So until next time, stay tuned, stay safe.